In the next 5 minutes, I'm going to show you that you are a much better putter than you realize when you get less technical and tap into your natural instincts. I'm going to show you how. I don't give that many in-person putting lessons because it's just not a priority for enough regular golfers, which is fine. We want to hit the ball further and straighter more often than worrying about holding putts. But here's the thing, if we can more or less eliminate 3 putts and get better at holding short putts, your score is going to be better, you're going to enjoy golf more. But it doesn't require lots and lots of practice either, or complicated drills. But one of the reasons why you might struggle with putting, and what I see all the time when I'm with golfers out on the course or whatever it might be, we tend to see either too tentative or too mechanical, too rigid, trying to sort of do a perfect stroke or whatever it might be, or too tentative and it's all sort of hands like this. I'm exaggerating just a little bit, but the idea is if we're always sort of moving and trying to sort of force the putter in the hole in any kind of manner with our body, we can get lost and get away from all we're trying to do is pick a target, pick a line, and then just roll it up there, okay? We're just trying to roll that. And you can see I almost hold that to the fake hole back here. So come with me. I want to show you that putting can and shouldn't be that instinctual. It should be that instinctual. I almost hold that. Why? Because I was just allowing my natural ability. Here's what I want you to do. I'm going to show you 2 sort of drills, but you don't really need to drill them. I just want you to feel them. And the more you can utilize this, you're going to be putting better. The first one is kind of leading into the second one in a way, but it's going to encourage us to do something very crucial, and that is to reduce the wrist movement. Remember earlier I sort of showed a stroke where we're kind of flipping it, the body stalls. That is a variable, speed, face alignment, whatever. So how do we eliminate wrist? Do I say just don't use the wrist? If it was that easy, we wouldn't be struggling a lot. I'm taking my normal setup here, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually take off my right hand and I'm going to place it around the back here, okay? What that's going to do, I'm trying to like not move anything else really. I'm just trying to create a brace. And what this is doing, it's giving me an emphasis that if I use just my wrist, that's going to feel uncomfortable. It's going to feel unreliable. It's going to really encourage me to use my upper body, my core, my shoulders to move in that manner. I here am guiding this. It's not the other way around where I'm trying to move this so the rest of me moves. And it's going to really force you in a friendly way to do that. And we're not trying to sort of worry about holding putts here, but I'm only focusing on a small stroke, trying to stay nice and connected and rotating and keeping that wrist movement to the minimal amount we can do. As I bring it around here, I'm also being aware that I don't come over the top so my shoulder is way out, because that's going to encourage me going this way. In a way, this trail arm here coming under is kind of like my guide to the hole. I'm feeling a little bit connected, which this is really going to help the second one. It makes sense a lot more. So I'm staying a little bit connected with the body, keeping my eyes over the ball, and I'm just trying to rock from my chest, allowing that putter to come along for the ride. Try that for 2-3 minutes, okay? Then we're going to go on to the next one, which is actually fantastic to use, especially before you play. What in your game do you need help with the most today? I've got a very simple 2-minute quiz that if you take it, I will provide you the lesson that will help you get the most frustrating thing gone from your game today. Follow the link below, take the quiz, and I'll see you on the other side. That first drill is helping us create more stability. This next one is really about distance control and tapping into those very natural instincts that I displayed earlier. We can't sort of putt like this on the side, so we have to try and bridge that somehow. And this is where we're going to use just your trail arm only. I promise you, if you do this, you will putt better. immediately. Because we want to encourage the body to move and we want a nice flow and tempo, we're going to remove the left arm. This is important for any putting stroke or drill, but we still want to feel a little bit connected here, okay? We still want to feel a little bit connected, allowing that arm to hang. I can feel the weight of the putter just giving me a little bit of ulnar deviation, which is allowing that to sag. I'm not letting it win too much, just a little bit, so I can feel the weight of it, okay? Then my upper arm here, it's not my elbow, my upper arm is sort of connected. And this is the setup that we always sort of want to try and accomplish, whether we're doing a drill or whether we're out on the golf course. When we assume that setup correctly, I'm going to, and I want you to do this, follow along with me, take your lead arm off and place it kind of over your bicep here. And I'm applying a bit of pressure to maintain this sort of upper arm onto my body and applying the pressure here. So I'm feeling connected, it's compressed. I'm not squeezing it in tight, but it's subtle. And I'm allowing the putter to move backwards and forwards. I'm guiding it with my right hand, but it's very much a feeling of the core, the shoulders, everything working in unison. So I work on that feeling and just kind of get an idea of what that feels like tempo-wise and pace-wise. And we keep trying to make a nice little stroke. I'm going to show you 2 ways that you can get really good at this. Stick a tee in the ground and pace out maybe 10 paces, okay? What we're going to do, I'm going to try and get my distance control. This is what this is about. Now the first putt, I'm going to try and get as close as I can to that tee peg. The next one is going to try and go just a little bit past it. So everything is normal, taking my front hand off, putting it on my trail arm, applying that pressure, and I'm feeling like I'm putting with the core. A little bit short, that one. So I need to get this a little bit further. Same again, set up, apply the pressure, rotate through, a little bit longer. Now I'll try and go a bit firmer. That would have gone fast. But that's what you do to dial in your distance control. So once you have a real putt, because this is much more instinctual, it's much more tapping into that rolling the ball. So if we have this feeling of the same connected, but we actually just putt, it's the same feeling, we're going to get really good strikes, very good distance control. Now, what do we do for shorter putts? Both of the drills I've shown you, the left hand here is going to be very good for short putts because it's going to give that wrist stability that we're trying to master to give us that control to be able to hold the putts consistently. But it's also good to use the right arm one because we'll feel that we're not so handsy, we're controlling it from here. This is the control, this is the face stabilizer. And when you kind of train them independently and actually work them together, you'll hole a lot more putts and stop 3-putting. It's really simple. Those drills will help you no matter what level of golfer you are. Now, if you want to make sure that you hit more greens in the first place, check out this lesson. It's going to help you a lot, and I'll see you next time.